This thing is ridiculous. Oh, here we go.
Are you there,
I'm here. I
Candy?
hear you. I hear you.
Oh, yay! Okay, so it's all you right now.
Good, good,
You
good. Okay, the biggest thing
can.
that
What we're gonna do tonight is go with home
that's okay. Go ahead.
remedies. So, if we go with home remedies, Candy, will that work?
Yes, that works.
Can you hear me now? All right,
I can
awesome.
hear you.
Okay, and I hear you just fine. So I think we're live, because I went live. So what we're gonna do tonight was we're gonna give everyone some ideas, and this doesn't have to necessarily be for Morgellons because these home remedies that are available, and Candy has some amazing ones, can work for almost anything like eczema, any type of skin irritation or rash, and honest to goodness, like DMSO. I don't know if any of you use that, but that is one thing that's like legal, and I believe it's China. That is like a cure-all. Apparently, like that worked with cancer patients and whatnot. You can get DMSO at the Tractor Supply store. And Candy has some other thoughts and ideas that I know have helped me. So I'm going to let her go from here. So it's all you, Candy.
Okay, so the biggest question that people seem to have a problem with, or problem that people always ask about, and I see it in the groups all the time, they ask me directly, is like what to do about your hair and your scalp. And I can tell you from my own experience in the past, I had the biofilm was so thick on my scalp, it was like cradle cap. And I used to like try to get a paring knife and just scrape it because it was so thick. It was so god awful. And I would wash my head. And then as soon as I would wash it and blow dry it, it still felt nasty and dirty. I could never get my hair clean. So I was heard about bathing in borax, which is a great exfoliant. And so, I would get in the shower and I was using that to, like exfoliate the biofilm off my skin. And so one day I was just like, well, you know what? I was like, this feels so good on my skin. Let me try it in my shampoo. So I have a lot of hair. It's all the way down to my waist. I've never shaved this hair. It's amazing. It feels clean for, now since I've been doing this. And I've probably been doing this about 6 years. And it took probably 2 weeks or so to get rid of all that heavy, thick biofilm on my scalp. But
Right.
another thing too is the borax also exfoliates the fibers out of your scalp. And so when I did it the first time and afterwards, and I've dried my hair was so soft and it felt amazing. It was clean. And I'm like, wow. And then I got rid of the biofilm. I don't have the itchy, crawly sensation in my hair anymore like I used to have from the fibers.
A lot of people
But
have that.
yeah, and so I use tea tree and mint shampoo, which I heard recently there's some bad information out about the organics tea tree and mint, but I even buy the off brands of the tea tree and mint. So, I just like the tea tree and the mint. So,
Right.
with all of my hair, I would just put the shampoo in my hand, in the cup of my hand, and then just add some borax in there, which I have a Cool Whip bowl in my shower with a lid on it. So I just reach in there and grab a handful, put it right in the shampoo and mix it up, and then just wash my head with it. And it's amazing. I mean, like I said, you can see all this hair I have. It's just, and
Yep.
it's
Hair.
clean.
Yeah, I was jealous because I chopped some of mine off, and I know many others have as well.
Oh,
So
yeah. And when people are like, oh, well, you got to shave it. No, you don't.
no,
No, you don't.
thank you
So,
for.
well, and then another thing too is like when I would used to comb my hair before I started doing it, I could look in the hair and I saw tons and tons of fibers in it. Now, I very rarely see any fibers when I pull the hair out of my comb, you know? And usually, like, I can tell if I am getting a lot of fibers in my hair because then I start getting that itching. And I'm like, oh, so I get the borax and I just go at it.
Right.
So. And then because
So
I have so much hair too, I'll lather it up in my scalp. And while it's like I'm working that in, I also take it and use it to scrub my chest and my arms and my legs. And
So you told me earlier, because I have a dear friend and she's a sweetheart and she's struggled hard with this with her hair and her scalp and the lesions, and she feels like she has a whole new scalp on top of her scalp, and not just cradle cap. She described to me like she went through the cradle cap stage, but now she has the it's like a whole nother level to that. But you said earlier something about the 20 mil team borax in your shampoo,
Right, that's the
and
borax I
that
was talking about. I put it in the cup of my
right,
hand, and I have the Cool Whip bowl in my shower, and I have a lid
right.
on it. And so when I go to wash my head, I put my shampoo in the cup of my hand, and then just put some borax in there, mix them together, and I just go at it.
That's what I was
And it
wondering.
feels
And
it
what
feels
a lot of people
gritty.
want to
Yeah,
know
it
how you
feels
do.
gritty when you're doing it, but the grains from the borax, like I said, it exfoliates those fibers out of your hair.
Right. So does it leave like a film? And I mean, it shouldn't matter because we just want the crap out of our head. But I know that there's
No,
going to be some people asking that. So
no, it absolutely does not. You just rinse it out, when you're done. And like I said, my hair is it's just so soft. You can see it's like,
yeah, your
and
hair is
used to
gorgeous.
be,
I'm like, I was shocked when I met you in person. I was like, wow, because I chopped mine to my shoulders. I mean, it was, and there's so many out there that have had to shave their head, or so they thought, because a lot of people, and I know there's a lot of groups out there that are like, shave your head, you got to shave it, shave it, shave it. I
well, and
disagree.
then,
My hair is
well,
pretty soft and healthy, and I
and
mean,
then
I've
another thing too, what works for some doesn't always work for the other. So, I mean, but I can just say that borax is really, I was like, oh my God, I got all these skin lesions on me. I can't shave my head. I'm gonna look like something from the zombie apocalypse if I do that. I
exactly.
can't do
I
it.
think that's what we all feel like. We feel ugly sometimes. And truth be told, we're not. What's ugly is the inside of people that we all experience, what they display, the mannerisms, and how hateful they can be. That's what's ugly, folks. Just
Yeah.
FYI. So, what else do you think is great that you would totally recommend? Because there's a lot of people I know wanting to know. Newbies, definitely, that just came down showing the symptoms for the first time. So, what else do you think for like skin irritation and those deep lesions?
Ugh, those deep lesions. Like I said, my journey was, I prayed and I begged God to please help me, and then in my head it was like fight fire with fire. So I start
Right.
looking for anything that's hot, and did a lot of crazy stuff. But the things that I found that worked had camphor in it, and so I guess the first thing I got, show you guys, I got this backpack full of goodies here. So I have to find stuff. So you give me a minute. Let me dump this out, and I will show you
Yeah, I'm so glad
some of
you
the
did that
things
because
that
then you
have
told
worked for
me.
me.
That's a lot of stuff, Candy. That's good stuff, though, right there.
Yeah, absorbing junior cream.
Heck yeah.
And this is for muscle spasms. And I'm trying to find, I had to open one here somewhere. Whatever I did with it. I guess I'm going to have to open this one just to prove my point. Oh, here it is. I found it. So here's the open one. And I'm going to read the ingredients on this. You have to peel this little label back to be able to see the ingredients. But the ingredients on this, the active ingredient is menthol. The inactive ingredients is camphor, carbomer, cocoa butter,
Or bomber.
um, EDTA. I don't know what DMDM is, but laureth, um, methyl salicylate, um, polysorbate, propylene glycol, shea butter, sodium hydroxide, vanille, which is vanilla, water, and wormwood oil. So that's the absorbing junior cream, and it comes in a box like this. And you can
Okay.
get this from Dollar General, Walmart. It's cheap, and
So what?
it did burn. It did burn when I put it on my skin because, again, my thing is like fight fire with fire. So, yeah, it burned. But then after a couple of minutes, it just started soothing it. And then, after a few times, it's like stuff started coming to the surface.
So that works good then, huh?
Yep, the absorbing junior cream. And um, Let's see what else I got up here. Okay, I'm trying to stick with all the same products at one time as far as the ingredient. The camphor. This is the pain relief balm, and this has 11% camphor and 11% menthol. And this is the knockoff of Tiger Balm that I was telling you about. This is
Yeah.
$1 at Dollar Tree. $1 at Dollar Tree.
Here, but tell them how you can find it, Candy. If you can't find it at your Dollar Tree, you can order it, right?
Well, you can go to dollartree.com and
Yeah.
order stuff by the case and have it sent to the store, and it doesn't cost you any shipping.
And the case is what we need. So that's good information right there.
Yeah, so if you have it delivered to the store, there's no shipping. And some of the stuff comes 12 in a case, and some of them come 24 in a case. So you pay the dollar and the tax, the dollar each and the tax, and there you go. That's that. And then also have, this is a little more expensive. This is Camphor-based liquid form. And it has
My grandma used to use that.
10.8% camphor and 4.7% phenol. So
Okay.
this I get from Walmart. And again, it's going to burn at first, but it's you got to be able to kill it,
Right. For sure.
Okay, and then I have one other thing has camphor in it. This is at Dollar General, and I think it's $1.85, and it's a 6.5 grams, so it's like a quarter of an ounce tube,
Wow.
and I think it's about maybe $1.85, but there's sometimes when my skin was so desperate, I used a whole tube of this in one day. But I
I
just put
bet.
it on there and deep tissue massage it, and it's like, it's amazing.
That's amazing. What was that called again? Just in
This is
case someone
called
didn't catch it.
medicated camphor and phenol cold sore treatment. It's for cold sores.
See, I've used
So,
cold sore treatment and the Oragel for gums just on my
yeah.
lesions, so it works. So that is
Well,
amazing.
and
And that was at where?
so this is Dollar General. It's a Rexall brand.
Okay.
But if you can put it on a cold sore on your mouth, then you can put it on a sore on your arm.
Makes total sense. Yes.
Exactly. Okay, so oh, wait, a couple more camphor things. This is Della La Cruz camphor ointment, and this has 11% camphor in it, and it's a deep pain relief cream. So that's I think my last camphor stuff
Does
other
that
than
help?
essential camphor oil. I have used that too.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm
So,
walking in, letting my sister's dogs out. Does that help quite a bit? The pain relief one that you just spoke of?
well, like I said, it's a deep pain relief. So, if you put it on stuff, it's got the camphor in there, and at first, yeah, it's gonna burn because I'm just sorry, I don't even know any other way to say it. You're pissing them off, okay? So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
they're gonna fight back. It's like so.
Yeah. No, most of us know what that fight back feels like. So anything's better than having them, as an Airbnb or whatever, right? So
Okay, I
that's
found another camphor product. This I get from Dollar General as well, and this is the liquid inhalant that goes into vaporizers for children when they get sick. They put this in the vaporizer to help break up the congestion and stuff. Can you still hear me? I lost you, Lisa.
I,
All right, I'm going to keep talking, so hopefully everybody
you
can
didn't
hear
lose
me.
me. I promise. I'm
Oh,
like letting it be all you right now. I don't want to interrupt.
okay.
So
So
go
this
ahead.
is like about $3.50, and it's 4 ounces. They have bigger 8-ounce bottles in the Vicks brand too, as well. That's at Walmart though. So this Kaz is what you get at Dollar General. And whenever I had full body rash all over, I just run me a hot bath and pour the whole bottle right in my bath. And I've got a garden tub. So I just put the whole bottle right in there and got in there and just soaked you, just get your body down in there. And it's like, oh, and it's like an oil. So it helps soften up the thick, crusty biofilm on you. And
Right.
then another thing too, because a lot of us have problems with our respiratory because we get the fibers in our nose and in our throat. So when you get in the bathtub and you get stuff in your eyes, you get in the bathtub, the fumes from this,
Right.
it'll actually loosen up your sinuses, okay?
Oh,
And
right.
and your
That's
eyes
what a
might
lot of us
like,
have problems with that.
yeah, and your eyes they water because you got the fumes from this and you
Yeah.
got the heat. When you're adding the hot water and the heat, you're going to get fumes. So, yeah, your eyes, it's like stuff just poured out of my eyes. So,
So, like,
I lost you. Like what? I didn't hear nothing else. I lost you. I can't hear anything now. Lisa, come back. All right, I'm just going to keep talking, so hopefully y'all can hear me and I'm not talking over her. Okay, so I think that's all the camphor stuff. And then Jella La Cruz. Oh, you're back.
yeah, I'm so sorry. My phone rang. Go figure. I forgot to put it
Oh,
on news.
okay, so the Della La Cruz stuff, they also sell this sulfur ointment.
I have that.
And
I bought that
so
just recently.
it says powerful acne treatment.
Yeah, that works
So
great.
if you think about it, you know, these lesions and stuff that we get, we have those little nodules and we have the fluid little pocket things.
Right.
You know, it's kind of resembles an acne and a eczema and a dermatitis and a this and a that and the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a toxic soup of the day. But
I ordered that by a fluke thing on Amazon the other day. I was just like, anything with sulfa in it, right? Anything. And I was just like, so I got like all sorts of stuff for dogs actually. Don't I'm not a doctor, don't try that at home. I think I got to say that by law. So, but that stuff I ran across and it's like good for acne, right? And other
yeah,
like open wounds and lesions. So,
yeah,
like this on my head, and I know you guys can see that. It is healed up like between Candy's peppermint oil and that stuff she just showed you all. This is like, it used to stick out and it's still not pretty. I mean, but I mean, I got another talking head, so it's not supposed to be pretty, right? So, anyways, Candy, what were you going to say about that? Sorry, I had to like put my excitement in there because I did buy that.
I have to get my magnifying glasses here because I've got this product that I bought. I found it on the internet, but these are magnifying glasses, by the way.
Hey, I need those. My eyesight's so poor, it's ridiculous. Probably
This
shouldn't be
is called
driving.
Bioessence International Deep Tissue Repair. And
Oh,
oh God, let me get it there. Okay, so I'm going to read the ingredients on this:
yeah.
wintergreen essential oil, menthol crystals, birch essential oil, camphor essential oil, St. John's wort herb, lobella seed, arnica flower, calendula flower, ginger root, white oak bark, marshmallow root, plantain herb, mullein herb, black walnut hull, gravel root, wormwood herb, skullcap herb, white willow bark, horsetail herb, and cayenne pepper fruit. So yes,
Those are
it
all
does
the
burn.
things. Those are the well-known ingredients to work for this. So that's amazing. What is that called again?
This is called Bioessential International Deep Tissue Repair, and I'm trying to see if there's a website. Oh, the website is www.healthpavilion.com. So it's HEALTHPAVILLION.com. And that's
And that's that.
what
That
it
is
is. Let's
amazing.
see.
So, whenever we went on our trip to New Mexico together this summer, well, I guess a couple of months ago, month and a half ago, like if it wasn't for Candy, and like I'm telling you, I was hurting. My forehead what felt like I mean, I had like almost migraine type symptoms because that's how much pressure it puts on. Somebody's here, the dog said. So long story short, she was telling me like she had to have her peppermint oil, and you guys heard this story probably the time before this one, and I totally get it now. That peppermint oil is amazing. Like this right here, like the swelling went down, the pain kind of diminished, like nothing like I've felt for the last probably couple of years. The pressure gets so intense sometimes I feel like my head's going to explode, and nobody understands, and we all know how that goes too. And for those of you that don't know anything about Morgellons, let me tell you, we feel like we're going to blow up sometimes with all the debris, all the pressure, and all the nonsense going on. But Candy's peppermint oil, and was it the organic kind? Isn't that correct that she recommended?
I
Any
just
kind
got the
works, but
now. I just got the Now essential oil, the Now brand,
the
NOW.
now. Okay.
Hmm.
So guess what I did today? I went to the 99 cent below store they have in Texas. I don't know if they have them anywhere else. And they had peppermint essential oil, 100% pure, organic, all natural. So for 6 of them. So if you guys are around and go down
Wow.
the air freshener aisle, and Candy, I'm sending you some, by the way. But they were in the air freshener aisle of all things.
Ah,
Go figure. So I'm gonna let you go again from here. Tell them what else you think that, and you know, there's a lot of need to knows. So
okay, another thing you cannot live without. Okay, where is my? Oh, here it is. Again, I told you about the borax. This is just a spice container. Can't see it. It's just a spice container, but I filled it with borax, and I got the little holes in the top, and I leave this by my sink in my bathroom. So whenever my hands are, I've got fibers or something coming out of them, or my face, I go in there. I use whatever soap I'm going to use, whether it's uh, charcoal activated soap or peppermint soap or whatever it is, and I'll just sprinkle a little bit of this in my hand, and then I rub my soap in with it, and I wash my face with it. I wash my neck with it. I can wash my hands with it. But the little spice container with the holes in the top, that works great. So there's that. Then another thing, this is a gallon of coconut oil I got for $7.50. It was around Thanksgiving time at, I don't know if you guys have them where you're at, but it's called Big Lots. But these were on sale. And so I bought like 4 of these things, I think, because it really doesn't go bad. You just keep it in a dark place and it's good. But like I said,
yeah,
this is a gallon.
so that is a good deal. Big Lots.
Yeah. So can't beat that for $7.50 a whole gallon.
Nope, you cannot.
And I actually use this, which we'll talk about in another time. I use that coconut oil and beeswax and essential oils to make my own salves with. So, but that's another topic further down the line.
Actually,
As far as
I have her soaps
symptoms,
and stuff, so you guys need to stay tuned because the salves and the soaps, right, Candy? She
yes.
sent me, and they're amazing. Oregano soap, coconut oil soap, like you name it, she's made it, and they're amazing. And she's the gal to listen to when it comes to you can make your own or contact her. I'm sure she can probably. I mean, of course, she's got to compensate for the cost of the product, but I'm sure she can help you all out, right?
Okie
Like
dokie. Now,
her
this
info is excellent.
this is liquid children's Benadryl for children that have um, they need like an antihistamine. It's for helping to stop itching, and it also helps children with allergies. But it's the Liquid Children's brand. This is cherry flavored, okay? It doesn't matter. But I was completely broke out in a rash, and I took a bath in that camphor, the Cas stuff that I was telling you about. I put in my bath water. Took a hot
Yeah,
bath in that. I got out. When you get out, you just feel like you'll feel like walking menthol. It feels so good. But I towel dried off, and I was here home alone. I took this liquid children's Benadryl. That's what it is. It's the knockoff brand for Benadryl. But I got
I've
this
used
from Dollar General, and I
Yeah.
stood in my shower and I poured it all over my body.
Oh,
And
that's a good idea. I
well, I had my pores open. I had my pores open because I just got out of a hot bath. I was broke out from head to toe. I just stood in the shower. I had my shower cap on where I didn't get it in my hair, and I just covered my whole body in that stuff. It's sticky, and I was like, "Oh Lord." I was home alone, so I didn't put no clothes on. I laid a couple towels on my couch and I sat there for about 20, 30 minutes. Once it soaked into my skin, it wasn't sticky anymore. So I was able to get dressed and I did that. And that was at nighttime. I had already taken like 3 or 4 detox baths, and nothing was working. Did
yeah.
that after it soaked in my skin. And I'm not lying. I did not have any more sticky, itching, burning, nothing till the next night. And it wasn't anywhere near as bad as what it was before I did that. So
Man,
it had calmed down enough where I was able to sleep through it. So
that
then
is,
it got better by the second, third day.
I remember itching so bad at one time that I tore myself up on all levels. Just ridiculous, right? And I was just from head to toe, welted up. And you guys have probably seen the videos of my neck. Welted up from the itching. And I try not to touch it, but what you just told me, that is 100% genius right there.
Hey, it worked. I was like, I know I was, like I said, I was sticky because they have it in grape flavor and cherry. And, I thought, oh my God, I'm going to have bugs crawling all over me wanting to eat me. But it was like, nope, after it soaked in, it wasn't even sticky anymore.
That's good to know. And I like the shower cap idea because with long hair, especially like yours, I imagine that would have been a sticky mess. But when you're like us guys, you don't even care. Like you don't care a Cupid doll, right? You just don't care. Like as long as you're not itching and you're not miserable and you don't feel like you're dying at the moment, anything is worth the comfort and the relief. So good to know that actually like washes off. You're good to go afterwards and you can sleep through the night. That's excellent information.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
this is my main go-to on the camphor, and I forgot to even mention it when we were talking about the camphor products. But this, a little 1 ounce jar, is like $2. It's 9.4% camphor. The Vicks is like $7 for the same size jar and is 4.7% camphor. So you always need to look at the label at the percentage of the active ingredient that's in it. But I bought these in bulk, and these a bigger jar. Let's see, it's what is this? This is 1.76 ounces. But I'm
okay.
trying to remember. I think it was called Hargrove Pharmaceuticals, but I ordered it in bulk because I found the bigger jar, and this bigger jar was only $3.
Good
So
to know. Where'd you order it from again?
I think it was called Hargrove Pharmaceuticals.
Okay, so you found it online then, basically. So
Yeah,
if we were to Google Hargrove Pharmaceuticals, we would find that,
I
correct?
I can't
Probably.
really remember because, like I said, I didn't want to pay the shipping, so I just ordered a bulk order of it. But I mean, I've
Amen.
sent them to so many people, it's like, but
Yeah, you're good like that. You're a
but
sweetheart.
and
You've helped my life a lot.
you don't find these larger jars in the store. You can find it with the lavender in it, but it's not the same as
Ooh.
the menthol.
Okay, I love lavender. So,
Yeah.
but we
But
would stick to that then.
Dollar General has the lavender ones.
Okay, well, my Dollar General sucks. So I figured out everything you've told me. I go look. I'm like, what the heck? So, but I now know that guys, you can get online at the Dollar Gentro or the Dollar Tree, right? And you can order in bulk and no shipping costs. So as long as it's bulk, right?
Okay. Yeah,
So
and
I'm sorry,
back
I'm
to
like
school
getting it ready
time.
to. I have the hurricane, like we're getting the bands of it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're kind of getting the bands of the hurricane that's actually miles from us, but we had Harvey here, so if I break up, that is why. I'm going to apologize. So go ahead.
Okay,
Oh,
so this
yeah.
this
Yeah.
is amazing. My hands were so broke out, and I had fibers coming out of them everywhere, and I
Right.
was like, oh, I could not get them to go away for nothing in this world. And I remembered when I was a kid how we used to put all
Put
the
it on your
Elmer's glue on
hands.
our hands, and then we would peel it off. And so I was like, you know what? I'm like, okay, the fibers are sticking out. You cannot possibly get them all off. You
Nope.
put the liquid Elmer's glue on, which is non-toxic because kids eat it, okay?
I did.
Sorry
I
to
totally ate
say.
it. It's probably my problem.
So I covered my hands in Elmer's glue really thick, and I just let it completely dry. And what happens is because it's liquid and the fibers are so tiny, the liquid glue dries around the fiber. So once it dries, you wait till it's fully dry and you just peel it off and it just pulls the fibers right out with it. And if you have a scope,
Yeah.
you can put the scope on the dried glue. And then when you see the fibers or the crystals or whatever you find in there, you could take an ink pen and
Meaning
go
whatever.
around the scope and circle it, and you actually have like a permanent, um,
That's a great idea with the ink pen.
yeah.
So whenever I tried that, and guys, I did try this because she is not lying. I put glue right here, the Elmer's glue, in the middle of my forehead where this thing is, and you guys can see it. And then trust me, this is looking good compared to what it used to look like. I used to look like I was like the talking heads or part of that group or something, except for my head was really talking with another head. So Candy told me about that. She's like, I use this, and I'm telling you what, and I'm like, I'm a guinea pig too. I don't care. I've tried probably things I should not try. We've talked about that. And again, I'm not a doctor. She's not a doctor. So, if you guys have any adverse reactions, we didn't tell you so to do it. We're just saying, hey, it worked for us. But I put
This
it
is
in the
what
middle of
we're
my
doing.
forehead and it worked.
Yeah, this is what I do. I don't advise anybody to do anything. I'm just telling you what I do. But
Exactly. But I
this
mean, we all know where we sit and how this goes, and we are that desperate. And I mean, like I said, I've put demon on my body, and that's what you professional exterminators use. Don't do that. I did, but don't do that. Okay. But Elmer's glue, Candy's got it right. That stuff will peel that crap off right away.
not only
So
that, after school starts, a lot of this goes on clearance.
you betcha. You betcha. I got a bulk selection just recently.
All
So,
right.
Candy, like earlier today, I had that friend that I called you about that was so completely sick and nauseous, almost as if she was herxing. However, I don't think she was because sometimes you can either herx because you're getting rid of them, or you could get so ill because you have so many of them. And you told me what to do for her tummy because I know a lot of you get upset tummies and like your head hurts, your body hurts, and you feel just nauseous. So, what did you tell me today, Candy, that is good for that?
Well, I mean, everybody knows ginger is good for tummy aches. I mean, when we were kids, it's like if any of us had a tummy ache, they stopped and got us a ginger ale. We drank that, and it was like, boom, you
Right.
throw up, and you're done. Oh,
So the ginger essential oil is one thing you
yep.
told me, correct?
Ginger
Rub it on your
essential
belly,
oil.
coconut oil.
Yeah, I just I've taken the coconut oil and not the fractionated. There's a difference. This is the fractionated coconut oil. See, it's pure liquid.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never
So,
even
like if you've got like a ton of biofilm on your leg, like when I had to do the Bordeaux's baby butt paste,
Yeah.
I coated my leg in the fractionated coconut oil to try to get that stuff to break up. But
Okay.
typically, I like using the solid coconut oil, especially if I'm going to mix it with something else like the ginger essential oil. But I make salves with ginger in it out of the coconut oil and beeswax. It's easy to make, but like I
Okay.
said, that'll be another time. But just take
Right.
coconut oil, put a few drops of ginger in there, mix it together because you need a carrier. The coconut oil is the carrier. You mix it together and just rub your belly, rub your chest up here. If you
Right.
got indigestion.
Yeah,
So,
that's day.
and peppermint oil is also good for tummy issues. So you could
Okay.
do coconut oil and peppermint oil, mix them together, and just rub your little belly.
And when you're like feeling like bloated with Morgellons, we don't always feel like it's little, but we're gonna rub that little belly anyway. I can tell you, one time I felt like I was 5 months pregnant, not a joking, and I'm like built like a 12-year-old boy. That is not a joke either. But yeah, that peppermint oil, Candy told me that, and it does work. And the Bordeaux, oh my gosh, amazing stuff right there.
This is diaper rash ointment. You notice it's empty, okay? Because
Means
I
it's good.
used it. What
Yeah.
happened with this, how I found out about this was when I learned about taking food grade diatomaceous earth internally. I was like, I was stupid. Okay, everything in moderation. You got to remember what the Bible says. Everything in moderation. Don't be stupid like we were. Okay, but
Can't
I
fix
put a
that though.
you can't fix stupid. But
Mm-mm.
I put a bunch of diatomaceous earth in it. I mean, a bunch. Probably I don't know. Oh God, probably about a fifth of the glass full, and it was a big glass. And I put some hot water in there, and I stirred that stuff up real good, and mixed it real good, and then I filled more water in there, and I drank that. Oh my God, man, you
Oh,
talking about stuff that went in the toilet for the next month?
I can't even imagine. I've never
It
orally, but
was
I've
bad.
heard.
So what
But
happened to me was, yeah, I got a lot of stuff in the toilet that needed to leave my body, but as I was getting towards the end of getting all those toxins out and whatever else was in there, a lot of it settled in my butt and my vaginal area.
oh,
I was blood raw down there. I was like, oh, I thought I was
I
going to
cannot
die.
even imagine. That would
I
be
couldn't
so
even
painful if
sit.
that's such a tender area anyway.
And I had
Gosh.
tried so many things. So I wound up getting this Bordeaux's baby butt paste,
And it
which
does
is
block.
it's 16% zinc.
So probably pure zinc would work too, correct?
Probably, but
I
this
haven't
is
tried
it
it,
was nasty and it was sticky and it was gooey, but
but
I was so
anything.
desperate. I was like, I put me on a sundress, didn't have any underwear on, and I just let it rip.
Amen, sister. Hey, people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay,
And it's like
when you are
within
in pain
within
and you're in pain, that works.
within 2 days, all that rash down there was completely gone.
Wow. That's how when you told me to use that whenever my whole neck and everything was broken out, put that on and like you said, within 2 days, like my neck looks like you guys have seen some of my videos, but this is like what cleared my neck up as well. So she's not joking around. Like this woman knows. She's saved my life on several accounts. So all right, Candy, I think we're gonna have to jump off here soon. I know I am because I got a big storm coming at me.
Okay.
But next week, Friday at 6, and prayerfully we'll get it right. Now I know just to like redo the link and the whole thing, basically.
Okay,
So
so
yeah, I'm sorry.
the
I suck.
things that we did
We're
not
good.
talk about tonight, I will put them back in my backpack and I'll leave
Oh,
them there for next time.
that sounds good because, like I was gonna say, we need to like leave some room for some of those because what you gave right there was perfect. But if you want to talk about any more right now, none of us are gonna complain because we need all the help we can get. So
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna
I'm
leave that with
going.
you.
Okay, I'm going. These right
Yay!
here are hand detox pads. I don't know if y'all
Ooh,
have any.
never
I
heard of
got
that.
these. I got these at Ollie's, which is a surplus store. So if y'all have an Ollie's anywhere around or any other surplus stores, but these are the hand detox pads. But I can tell you what happened. I went and saw my friend Mimi in New York, and she shows me both her arms. She's just full of ugh. It was just ugh. And
That's
so
how
we
mine
put one
was.
on her arm. So they don't necessarily have to go on your hands. Okay. So
You
she
can put
put
them
one on
anywhere.
her arm. Yeah. And then I had another friend of mine, Elena, had her put it on her belly when she was having belly problems.
Oh,
And
that was a
so,
good one there.
what happened with me personally, when I put them on my feet, um, I did it before I went to sleep at night and I took Walmart bags or grocery bags, put them over my feet, and I used Scotch tape to tape the bags onto my feet because I didn't know what was going to happen. So the next morning about 7:30, I kind of woke up and I felt some activity going on with my feet, and I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to go back to sleep. Well, like I said, that was about 7:30. By about 11, 10:30 or 11, in my sleep, I felt those bags just fill up with liquid, and it scared me really bad. So I jumped out the bed and I went running for the sink, and I had to rip the bags off because stuff was just pouring out of my feet.
Oh my
And so when I
gosh.
took the bags off, it was that sticky gooey biofilm that had come out and but on both of my feet, and I was like, oh, that's so disgusting. And I'm trying to wash it off, and I couldn't get it to wash off for nothing in the
Like
world.
tar.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's almost like pine sap to me is what it reminds me of.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good description right there.
But I had to wind up taking Dawn dishwashing detergent and a Scotch-Brite pad to get
Oh,
that crap off my feet.
ouch. For
Yeah,
sure.
but I mean, no, I wasn't like didn't scrub it hard enough to hurt myself, but I just had to get that sticky gooey crap off, and that was the only way to do it.
That's how thick it
Oh,
is then, yeah.
yeah, and the Scotch-Brite I threw in the trash afterwards because it was done for. But again, you can put these on your arm, your stomach, your butt, your foot, you know, anywhere you want to pull out
That's
stuff.
good. And actually, I'm feeling like silly right now because I didn't know about that one. So you have the best information. You really do. There you go. Milk of magnesia.
Milk and magnesia. All of you guys have heard about taking milk baths when you have skin stuff going on. Well, this is a little different. So it's milk and magnesia, but it kind of like helps with the inflammation and kind of helps calm and soothe it. So I just take a bath and put it on, let it dry, and it gets flaky and it'll start coming off. So, I don't like the mess all over my house. So, I just go in to take a shower afterwards, get it off of me. But yep, there's
That's
that one.
that is actually more excellent. It's always excellent information. Anything's better than the crap we get, right?
Yeah, this right here is a electromagnetic frequency blocking hat.
I have one.
You
A
sleep in it. Yeah.
style.
I was severely sleep deprived for 20 years. One time I was awake for 4 days straight. I could not sleep for nothing. Sometimes I
Yes.
would go on like an hour or two of sleep a night. It was horrible. And
Elena
so,
is the best. She's the
yeah,
best.
she has a Facebook group. It's called EMF Blocking Hats by Elena. But she makes these, and this fabric on the inside has like blocking metals in it.
Right.
And you just, at nighttime, you tie it on your head, and then when you're going to go to sleep, you pull it over your eyes.
And guys, listen to me. You're going to hear people say all sorts of nonsense on Facebook. Oh, she's trying to profit. She's not trying to profit. Like, if you guys look up how much that material costs, and if she is profiting, well, my gosh, like she's just taken away from her child, her home, her regular job. And these things are amazing. Obviously, you go to Walmart and buy crap, right? Why not buy from your fellow Morgellons sufferer? Because let me tell you, it works. And Candy is telling you, and I'm telling you, it works. She's amazing
Well,
and she does a job.
I have mine, and I just absolutely, I would have died because I could not function anymore. I wasn't getting any sleep at all. And so the fabric, the EMF blocking fabric on the inside, it runs anywhere from $40 to $60 a yard. So these hats, she charges $90 for, but she has to buy the fabric, she has to pay the shipping, she also buys the fabric and then pay
Yes.
the shipping to ship it. So yeah,
And it's
they're expensive,
guys,
but
every gonna go buy your doggy a bed to sleep on, go buy yourself a hat so you can actually sleep. Period.
right. So
Yeah.
that's my lovely. I love this hat. When I first got it, I was like, oh, I knew.
I
So
use
yeah.
mine all the time. It is amazing and I love mine. And you guys should get one. It will help. It helps so much. It helps.
Okay, so I want to save the rest of it maybe for another time, but it's not a whole lot left anyway.
Look at
But
her hair, guys. You see that hair of hers? Show your hair. Okay, guys, she did not ever shave her hair. Look at how beautiful, thick, and healthy that hair is. So don't shave your head. You do not have to shave your head. And whatever guru jumps online and says, oh, you need to shave your head, shut up. Shut up. That's all I gotta say. Shut the hell up. Yep, I just said. And if you want to take it up with me, we can meet in the back alley later. Okay, I'm good with that. I have nothing to lose right now. But she's got beautiful hair. Don't shave your head, guys. You have beautiful hair. You got beauty inside and out. And just because we're temporarily maimed doesn't mean we're not gorgeous and beautiful, right?
Absolutely.
Amen, sister. Okay. So
I
next
was so
Friday,
happy to be able to share all this stuff tonight because I was like, man, these people, they're like, everybody's like, what do I do with my hair? I'm like,
I thank you for that because when I called you earlier, I mean, my friend called me in tears and she's so sick and she has, a husband that doesn't believe and family members that don't believe, and she's got relatives that died from COVID, just like they're getting buried today. And I'm not going to mention a name, but I would appreciate if you all would send up prayers for this individual. She's going through so much, and I know we all are. I mean, send prayers up for all of us every day, but in particularly, like, she's at a loss. She's hurting right now, guys. And Candy helped me when I was like, okay, let me call my friend Candy because she can help with the tummy and the nausea. I know she can. And sure enough, guys, she did. And thank you, Candy, for showing all of that to so many of us because we don't know. It's a learning experience, and you're a 20-year sufferer. So, what better person to, let us in on the secrets than you? So, thank you again. Every day, thank you. I love you so much.
oh, thank you. I'm so happy to be here and help people.
Amen. You are amazing. And you guys are all amazing. You are amazing. You're loved and you're beautiful and wonderfully made in God's own image. So, don't let anyone tell you differently and don't let them steal your glory and stand in your own truth, like Candy says, and love them anyway, like I say. You got to love them anyway, whether they're rotten or not. I mean, even rotten eggs need love or thrown, whatever. Didn't say that out loud, did I? Oh, yeah, I sure did. Broadcasted live. You're welcome. All right, guys, we love you. And we'll see you
Bye.
at 6. Hasta luego. Bye bye.
Bye.